girls, it is 8:59 here in Kansas, and I thought I would jump on just a few seconds early. That way you guys get the notification and hopefully everyone can jump on and join me. Once you are on, if you will just comment hi, maybe tag the person who invited you so they'll know you were here. And if you're wondering what that sound is, that's my son making Pop-Tarts in the background. They have this sixth sense about when I'm gonna do a video, and then it's like they all come through the living room. Hey Bridget, hey Stephanie, hey Lisa. Good to see you, Michelle. Hey Brandy. I will probably not, I don't know if I'll answer questions like as you guys put them up, or if I'll just kind of go back through and look at them afterwards. I don't know, because this is the first time I've ever done this. Hey Marcia. Okay, yay. I'm so glad I can see the comments. Hey Gabby, you're here, yay. Seriously, can you guys hear that? Maybe you guys can't hear it that bad, but I feel like when I'm doing a video, every sound my family makes is like super magnified to me. And maybe it's just me. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. It's 9:01. This was supposed to start at 9 o'clock, and I want to be respectful of your time because you were here. So I want to open with a quote that a lot of people, Jennifer Keller has said it a number of times, Jennifer Bond has said it, about ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. And that for sure has been a theme for our team since December, when we all just got started. Gosh, I want to read the comments, but I gotta stay focused. So my name's Carolyn Davis-Rohlin, and I was a jeweler with Premier for 18 years. So I loved everything about Premier, and when they announced that they were closing on December 1st, oh my goodness, I was crushed. I cried. It was bad, and I just can't help but wave at you guys. So I just want to thank you all for being on this call tonight. I know it's not a call, it's a live, but I appreciate you being here. I know there's other things you could be doing. There's stuff you could be watching on Netflix, but you chose to come hang out with us and learn a little bit about Park Lane. And I can tell you from experience, I think you will be glad you did. So my 18 years in Premier was awesome. I already said I loved everything about it. So when they announced they were closing December 1st, I wasn't going to continue with direct sales because I thought Premier was the best, which they were wonderful. Like I said, I loved everything about them. But I was certain that there was nothing else out there that would even come close to what I had with them. So I had just kind of shut this off. But my upline, my sponsor from Premier, who was retiring, she called me and she told me that I needed to check out Park Lane because she had heard about it. And everything I knew about most other companies, there was something I didn't like. Either they only paid you like 20%, or they had quotas, or you had to stock inventory, or they didn't have a good hostess plan. Like I had all these things that I knew that they didn't measure up with other companies. But when I called and I talked to Jennifer, who's my sponsor now in Park Lane, I called her, and these were the things I was looking for. I was looking for a hostess plan. I was looking for something that was going to take care of my customers. I was looking for a good guarantee. And Park Lane had like all of those things. So I just want to kind of lead with that, and then I'm going to explain them throughout this video. And I did make notes just because I could talk on and on and on, and you guys would be like, man, will this lady ever get to the point? So I've got my notes, and I'm just going to try to share it the way Jennifer Bond shared it with us. And she is so eloquent, so I will try to live up to her example. But she talks a lot about the 3 Ps in Park Lane. The people, which is like the company and what they stand for. The product, which, hello, it's jewelry. So pretty. And the programs. And out of all of these things, the company's great, the jewelry is great, but when we get to the programs, that third thing, that they're like my favorite things of the 3 Ps. But I want to start with the people so that you know a little bit about the company, because I knew nothing about Park Lane before that day when I talked to Jennifer. And I found out that they've been around for 65 years. 65 years. I'm like, how did I not know about them? Like, I'd heard of them, but I'd never seen a catalog or anything like that. They're completely debt-free and cash-rich. They were started by Arthur and Shirley Levine back in 1955 when they were newlyweds at 16 and 17 years old. I still haven't fully wrapped my brain around that. I mean, we won't even talk about what I was doing when I was 16 and 17 years old. Okay, that's a whole other video. But they started this company and it just took off. And then they had children. I think they had 7 children, maybe 8. But out of those children, 3 of them in 2001 bought Park Lane. So the company was able to keep going while Arthur and Shirley kind of retired. And all of their kids had an opportunity to work for the company, but they actually had to start in the field or start in the warehouse. They didn't just get put it over everybody. They had to work their way up. And so the people who are from the family that work for the company know what we go through. They know what it's like in the field. And they're just really good people. I mean, not even the facts that they've told me, what I have witnessed from this company and the owners, and just their generosity is amazing. And I'm gonna click through here and see if there's anything I can, okay, I think I'm good. Let's see. Oh, one of the things that is so unique about them, and I never really looked at this before either, but they only take, the Levine family, they only take 2% of the profit from the company. And the kids, when they took it over, that's how Arthur and Shirley started it. And then when the kids took over, they stuck to that same principle. So I didn't know most companies take 25 to 35%, which is fine. I'm not saying any other company is bad. Everybody's got to make a living. But because the Levine family only take 2%, that gives them a ton of more income that they can pump back into our programs. And that's going to make more sense here in a minute when I get to our Hostess Plan and our customer specials, because they are just off the charts good. So a lot of people wonder, I wondered, you may be wondering, well, what about 2020? I mean, what about COVID? You can't go do home shows anymore. And it was kind of a struggle. I was not very good at Facebook shows in my former company, but Park Lane did an excellent job of pivoting to the online world. As soon as COVID hit, they switched up their training. They taught their girls how to do Facebook shows, Zoom shows, all kinds of online shows. They started running tons of specials for them. And they actually closed out, get this, 2020 was their biggest year ever in 65 years. And that just blows my mind, because you think of all of the retail stores that are closing, all the restaurants that are closing, the direct sales companies that are closing, and then here we are in Park Lane where they just had their biggest year ever. I am so happy that I found myself in this awesome place. I mean, when, people think it's cliche when you say when God closes a door, he opens a window, but I feel like I have totally seen that happen in my life, because what I thought was going to be there forever ended, and then there was this new opportunity that I went ahead and tried out, not thinking it was going to become anything, and it has quickly become even more than what I had before. So it's really been incredible. So that's a little bit about the people and the company. Let's talk about the product. I know this is backwards for you. I thought about flipping it around and wearing it reverse, but then my heart wouldn't be sparkly, so I couldn't bring myself to do that. But the product is awesome. The jewelry, they have over 26 different manufacturers from all over the world, and it's all electroplated with 14 karat gold. The silver is electroplated with rhodium, which is what your wedding ring gets electroplated with. So the quality is amazing. And when I got my kit, I was so impressed with the quality of the jewelry. But the other thing is their guarantee. Their guarantee is a no exclusion guarantee. So you could run your jewelry over or send it down the garbage disposal and they're going to replace it for you, which who does that? If it happens in the first 4 months from the purchase of your jewelry, they replace it completely free. Free, F-R-E-E, free. And then after that, it's just $10. So I think that is crazy. I made some note on here. I really don't need my notes because I feel like I know this stuff forwards and backwards already, but it seems like there was something I wanted to point out. Oh, I do remember her saying they have less than a 1% return rate, which is really, really good. And so that even includes, say somebody ordered this necklace, they got it and they didn't like it. They could send it back in the first 4 months and they could get something else. So with all of that, they have less than a 1% return rate. So I think the worst part of this guarantee is it's just gonna totally spoil you, because anytime something else breaks after you buy it from somewhere else, you're gonna be like, oh, I'm just stuck with this broken thing. But with Park Lane, you're not. You get your jewelry replaced for you, which is awesome. I love that we don't have to stock our jewelry. I mean, yes, we wanna have our samples that we get to wear and show, but in this digital online world, you don't need as much jewelry. You're not trying to put jewelry on 10 different ladies at a show. You're just showing a small collection of jewelry in a video on a Facebook event. And so you could start with a smaller collection than you would want if you were going to be doing in-home parties, which that's a kind of a bonus, a silver lining, can we call it, of COVID. So that's a little bit about the product. I wonder, there's probably some other things that I should have told you, but those were the main things. My video is probably gonna be way faster than her video. But the other P, so we talked about the people, we've talked about the product, and now let's talk about the programs. This is probably where I will spend a little more time talking. This is what makes Park Lane really special. So they have programs that are going to affect your business on all different levels. They have programs for your hostess, programs for your customers, and programs for us as stylists. In Park Lane, we're called stylists. You can still call yourself a jewelry lady or whatever you want to call yourself, but officially we're called stylists. And the best customer sale in the industry, I would have to say, honestly, I think the best customer sale I've ever seen in my life is what Park Lane has. And they offer our customers 365 days a year. They can purchase any 2 items at full price, and these can be their least expensive items. And if you're taking notes, I am sorry that I talk so fast. I'll have to rewatch this video and evaluate myself and slow myself down. But they can purchase 2 items at full price, the least expensive items, and then they can get 4 items at half price. And these can be their most expensive items. I could stop right there. Just like mic drop, walk away, be like, oh my goodness, that is awesome. But they go above and beyond that. They do other customer specials. Like right now, our customers can get free shipping when they spend $90. That's just right now, but it's been that way since I got in a month and a half ago. So that is fantastic. Can you believe that though? That they get to get their most expensive items at half price? And the most amazing thing, so when I first saw that on the website, I thought, so I'm not gonna make money off those half price items. You do. You make your full commission off of anything they buy at full price and the items they buy at half price. So that was incredible. Now, she uses a really good analogy, and I try to remember to use this at my shows. It's like you go into your favorite department store. Here in Wichita, Kansas, where I live, I would say most people's favorite department store is Dillard's. We don't have a Macy's or, there's a lot of other fancy stores we don't have. But say you go into Dillard's and you go over to the socks section and you get a pair of socks for your husband. Actually, no, you get them 2 because you're just nice like that. And then you get to go over to the designer handbags section and get a Kate Spade purse, matching handbag, clutch, and tote. And those are all half price. Even though they were never discounted before. These were like high dollar, full price items. You get them at half price because you bought 2 pairs of socks. So that's what I'm finding on my shows is my customers will get like 2 $20 pair of earrings, and then they'll get $80, $90, $100 items for half price. And they are loving it. So I am finding that I'm getting more orders, bigger orders, and more bookings because the women don't want to leave those half price items on the table. They're like, oh my gosh, I can't leave that half price item behind. So my average customer order is like maybe $100 to $130. which is crazy good. It's so good. And my friends and my customers are loving it because they feel like they got such a good deal. And the website is so intuitive. Like, it shows them right on their receipt, you saved $200, you saved $300. And they even do extra customer promotions that go above and beyond that. But I'm not going to go into those right now because those, they change. But I will tell you, they run specials like weekly. Like, they might run something for 1 or 2 weeks and then they'll change it up and they'll offer something else. So they're constantly putting like new promotions in front of our customers for us. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. We don't have to come up with a sale that comes out of our own pocket. Every week or two, there is some amazing thing that we can go, oh, look what Park Lane is doing now. Look what I can get you now through Park Lane. And everybody loves it. So it's like you don't even have to come up with content for your Facebook VIP group. You can just share the new thing that Park Lane is doing and people get excited about it. So I love that. Right now, bonus buys, that's what I meant to say. They do have bonus buys at times where customers can get discounted items, super, super affordable. We get paid weekly in Park Lane. So when you join Park Lane, you have the opportunity to get a paycheck every single week. You get paid weekly from your own sales. You also get paid weekly when you have, if you build a team and become a leader, which is super exciting because you get this direct deposit report and it breaks down everything that your girls are doing and it shows you what you made, and it's just so fun. Oh, another fun fact. I just feel like I have all these fun facts. Fun fact about Park Lane is they do 48% of their business in the first 6 months of the year, and they do 52% of their business in the second 6 months. So a lot of times in other companies, people will do like 70-80% of their business in the second 6 months because of Christmas and everything. And then the first 6 months, it's kind of slow. But Park Lane, because they run these specials all the time, it's like a nice, even, steady baseline of a business, which I find reassuring because I'll always know I'm able to make income all year long. I don't have to sit around and go, well, I can't wait till people are Christmas shopping. And I feel like there have been times that we've felt that way before. And it's not that way in Park Lane because there's always a sale and people are always excited to shop from our sale. They do style drops. Every month they have specialty pieces that are launched on our website that are deeply discounted, and our customers can purchase those with any $40 order. So there will be like some fabulous, oh, you know what? I have something right here. I just got these super cute earrings. These are style drops. And normally these would be like $40 earrings probably. But right now when a customer spends $40, she can get these for $10. We don't make money off this $10 item. I don't care. I'm just happy that my customers are happy and that they ordered with me so they could get those style drops. They also roll out new pieces of jewelry like every month, and we can earn those for free. And I will get into that when I get to the later in the programs when I'm talking about what they do for us stylists. So we get brand new pieces every month, so it keeps everything fresh and exciting. We do get 2 main catalogs per year, one in January and the other one typically in July. And they are so good about their jewelry. They have a lot of designer inspired jewelry, and they have trendy jewelry, career jewelry, like all different types of jewelry. I have friends that haven't ordered from me ever or in a really long time that have been ordering from me like multiple orders since I joined Park Lane because they are so excited about the variety that Park Lane has. Oh, thanks, Lisa. You like the Romeo necklace? I love it too. I'm so excited about it. Okay, let's talk about hostesses. So I said at the beginning that if I were going to do another company, I wanted there to be a good hostess plan because, you know, you want to be able to spoil whoever is willing to gather her girlfriends together. And Park Lane, I think, has the most generous hostess plan I've ever seen. So every person who orders from their show, instead of doing a percentage, they pay out per order. When a hostess has a show, she gets $20 per order. What Park Lane realized was that most women don't understand percentages. They don't know how big an average show is. And they also don't think that a hostess should be put in a position to like judge her friends' orders. Like, oh, is she going to be a big orderer or a small orderer? So they just give the hostess $20 an order. It could be a pair of earrings or it could be 5 necklaces. She's going to get $20 an order. But when it gets to 10 orders, it doubles to $40 per order. So she's going to get $400 in free jewelry. And there's no cap on that. So if she gets to 20 orders, which I don't know if Linda is on here, but her launch party had 20 orders on it. So she got $800 in free jewelry. Plus there are extra bonuses that we can give our hostesses, which I think are amazing. But that's just the free part. There are multiple levels to this hostess plan. Our hostess also gets a thank you item, which is anything $200 or less for $25. Hello, I would have booked a show for that. Like, you could have told me I get that and a half price item, and I would have booked a show. So a thank you item is anything $200 or less for $25. They get $10 to $20 per order, plus they get 4 half price items. So they get to shop at half price. And guess what happens when they shop at half price? You make commission, because those are half price items and they are fully commissionable to us. So you're even making a profit when your hostesses shop at half price on their party, which just wows me. Oh, let's see, where are my notes? What should I have said? I said no cap on the $40 order per order, which is awesome. They have found, and I say they because like I've heard this said as they were doing opportunity presentations for me, but let me just wipe that away. I'm gonna say I have found, because I've done probably 6 shows now, maybe 8 if you count the ones that I submitted on my own. But I have found that I'm getting more orders because I'm able to invite from all over the place. And my hostesses who live, I did a show a couple weeks ago, and she had friends from here in Kansas, friends in Missouri, friends in Louisiana, and they were all able to order, and we were all able to be together on that virtual show. So she got her 10 orders. She got, with all the bonuses, she got $550 in free jewelry. And she's like, Carolyn, I didn't even like jewelry. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this, but she's so excited, and it was tons of fun. So the hostess plan is just genius. That's all I can say. Oh, and there's even a level 4. There's more to the hostess plan. I almost forgot. When their friends schedule a show from their party, they're going to get another thank you item. They're going to get another bonus item, anything $200 or less for $25. So they're encouraging their friends to have a show, because then they can get another really nice item for $25. And I'm finding that their friends don't even have to know about it. Their friends are wanting to book shows with me because of the customer special. They have so much fun. Their wish list is so long, and they know if they have a show, then their friends are going to get to shop these specials. It's like when you go out to a store and you find some killer deal on boots. They're $10. They were $100 boots, and now they're on sale for $10. You're going to call your sister or your best friend and be like, oh my gosh, you've got to go down to Famous Footwear right now and get these boots. It's just like that. People love the sales so much, they want to share it with their friends. And I think that's so smart. So can you see how kind of all of these things sort of work together? Like the customer sale, the hostess plan, everything just, it works so seamlessly. But let's talk about that, the final section of our programs, because we talked about our customers and we talked about our hostesses. Let's talk about the programs that they do for us as stylists. And there's so many of them, I can't even talk about all of them on this video because you guys would totally tune me out. But I'm going to talk about a few of them. So number 1, they offer an amazing fundraiser program. And this blew me away, which I feel like I've said that expression way too many times, but I can't come up with a new one because I am blown away. They will give back 50% of the show to a fundraiser. If it's a true 501 or a nonprofit, you have to send in a little piece of paper that proves that they are a nonprofit, and it takes a few days to get it approved. But then you have this open show. They can sell from our entire catalog, the entire website, And 50%, when that show closes, 50% of the sales will be sent in a check right to that nonprofit. And then you, as a stylist, are still going to make your commission off of the other 50%. So in previous companies, and all my friends that are in different companies, when we've done fundraisers, we've just agreed to give a portion of our profit and we write that check. But Park Lane has taken the initiative to set it up to where they send them a full 50% of that show, and then they pay us our commission out of the other 50%, which is so, so generous. And I love that because I do a couple fundraisers every year, one for my son's swim team, sometimes one for our church, and now I'll still be able to do those, and they'll be able to get even more from this program. Oh, and another note on the fundraisers is you actually get recognition and points towards the whole 100% of the fundraiser. So even though you're only getting paid commission on half of it, you're getting recognized for all of it, which is awesome, because that brings me to number 2 in our programs, which is the travel trip. And if there was a t-shirt that said, "I will work for travel," I would own it. I'm sure there probably is one, so I should get it. Because one of my favorite things in my previous company was the fact that we could win a trip every year, because I just don't usually pay to go on trips. You know, I'm a mom, I have kids, and well, you know, it's expensive. So I have always loved being able to earn a free trip a year. But guess what? In Park Lane, you can win 2 free trips a year. So you're almost always like in a contest working towards getting a free trip. And they made the trip so attainable. Typically they do one kind of beachy trip, and then they do one that's like a sightseeing, like a going to Europe kind of trip. I don't know that we'll get to go to Europe this year just because of COVID, but they will get back to that. The world will get back to normal eventually. But they've already announced our trip for, we think, September is to Key West, and we're already earning our points for that. So if you're thinking about doing this, you should join right now, because they just launched double points for the entire month of February. So you could be doing your startup shows and be earning twice as many points towards your trip to Key West. And I'm just so excited about that because I love the beach. I love where it's warm and nice. They made the qualification level really easy to attain. I'm already almost halfway there for one trip, and we've only finished 1 month. So anyone can do this because I just started in December. So it's so doable. And just to give you some examples of places they've been to before, and I find this so fascinating. They've been to Rome, Zurich, St. Martin, St. Thomas, and Greece, just in the last few years. I've been to some of those places on cruises, but I've never been to Rome or Zurich or Greece. Those are places I never thought in my life I would ever get to go to. But with Park Lane, when you earn these trips, they cover your airfare, your hotel, the entire trip. It's like you put your wallet in the safe when you get there and you don't get it out again until you go home. So, man, this just sounds like the way to travel for me. So, that brings me to our next program, which is the Rich Rewards Program. And I love this because you always feel like you want to have the latest items in whatever product you sell. And you kind of have to think about, well, how much money am I reinvesting from my profit? And Park Lane has it set up to where we can earn all of our product for free. With the Rich Rewards Program, you can earn over $1,000 worth of jewelry every single month. It's not like a one and done contest. Every single month you can earn these levels. I think there are 5 different levels of the program, and it's based off of your sales and off of your recruiting each month. And they start really small. So I'm just gonna go over the first 2 levels so you kind of get an idea. I'm not gonna go over all of them because again, it's just too many numbers. When I signed up, I hadn't even watched the opportunity presentation yet. I just knew that the Hostess Plan was good, the Customer Plan was good, and the Guarantee was good. I was like, okay, sign me up. But then after I signed up, I watched pretty much what you're watching now. And I was like, oh, well, that's good. Oh, that makes sense. So the Rich Rewards Program, level 1, is if you sell $1,000 worth of jewelry in your first 2 weeks of the month, which that's so doable. What is that, like 2 average shows? I'm actually finding my average show is more like 900. So you can do the math. That's like 1.1 show. But when you do that in your first 2 weeks, you earn $250 in free jewelry. And you can do that every single month. So every month that you sell 1,000 in your first 2 weeks of the month, you earn $250 in free jewelry. Level 2 is when you sell, $2,500 in the whole month. If you get to $2,500, you will get whatever new piece they are launching the next month. It's usually a high-end designer-inspired piece that is going to appeal to a lot of people. And rather than you having to buy it, they're just going to mail it to you for free. And then it just goes up from there. And if you miss one level, you can still get all the other levels. It's not like you're gonna miss out if you don't do that first 2-week thing. You can earn 2 out of 5, you can earn the last 3. It's just amazing. But if you earn all 5 levels in a month, I think it's $1,100 in free jewelry that you get. And you can do that every single month. I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record, but that blew me away because in my former company, when you were new, if you did X amount of shows in X amount of time, you could get $200 or $300 in free jewelry, and then you were done. This whole idea that we can earn this much free jewelry every single month, you can stock your table, you can get gifts for your family, you can get extra giveaways for your hostesses and your customers. You can do whatever you want with it. It's just so cool. You get to go on all these little shopping sprees. So what should I talk? Oh, we've talked about the people, we've talked about the product, we've talked about the programs. So let's go ahead and talk about how you make money in Park Lane. So you have the opportunity to make weekly income, like I said, from your sales and from your team. And everyone who joins Park Lane starts out at 30% commission. If you have this is one of the things that I loved about them. If you have previous leadership experience in a former company like Premier or any other company, you could probably qualify for a direct appointment, which would mean they would recognize your previous leadership, and instead of bringing you in as a fashion stylist, you might come in as an area leader or a division leader or a senior division leader, or I mean, it even goes up. I came in as a senior division leader, which means I can make anywhere from 45 to 50%. So even if you come in as a fashion stylist at 30%, you promote super quickly. It only takes you sponsoring one person and having them qualify and then selling $1,000 to promote to the next level, which gets you a 5% raise. So you'd be making 35%. And the cool thing about Park Lane is you never get demoted. So you're never gonna lose your title or lose that percentage that you're making. You will always be that level. Once you get bumped up, once you get promoted, you get to stay at that level. You can only go higher, you cannot go lower. That is incredible all on its own. Let's see here. When you have a team, you get paid infinitely deep. So you will get paid a certain percentage off of the different leaders under you and their whole team. It doesn't break it down like your first level, your second level, your third level. It's you make this percentage off of this group, this percentage off of this group, and it goes all the way down. So I haven't even wrapped my brain around all of that. I have just seen it happen on my commission check, and it's really good, girls. Let's see. Oh, you get paid on retail, not wholesale. They don't even use the term wholesale. So when you are selling and you're making your 30%, 35%, 40%, whatever, you're making that off of the retail amount. And then when you have a team under you, you're making anywhere from 2 to 15% off of them, off of their retail. And again, it goes infinitely deep. And I forgot to mention about the trip. You can cash out on the trip. Maybe you're not into traveling. Maybe the dates conflict with your schedule. I've never had this opportunity before either. If for any reason you can't go on the trip, you can cash out and they will just write you a check. I'm sure the trip is better, but hey, if you can't go, cash is nice. They also have a Mercedes car program that I was not interested in, and then I accidentally won it. So I chose the cash. If you win the Mercedes, you can even earn it in the first level of leadership. You don't have to be way up high. As soon as you promote the first time, you have the opportunity to earn the Mercedes card program, where they will either pay for your lease on a Mercedes or they will give you $500 cash a month to spend on whatever you want. So I'm gonna take the cash and I don't know, I don't know what we're gonna do with it. We're gonna travel or something other than a Mercedes. So do you kind of see how you can like double, triple, and quadruple dip in all of these programs? Because while you're earning your rich rewards every month, so you're working to earn all this free jewelry, you're also getting points towards the trip. You're also getting points towards your Mercedes card program. You're also, I don't even know what else you're doing. It's just really, really good. So if you just work on like the little goals, that's what I was doing. I had little teeny tiny goals. I wanted to earn the rich rewards program. But then other girls were seeing what was happening and they wanted to join. And then they started seeing how much fun it was. And then their friends wanted to join. It's just been so fun. And now I get to tell you about like how you get started. So we have 3 different kit options and they're all super affordable and such a good deal. So you can join with a quick start kit, which is only $99 and it gets you $500 worth of jewelry. And you get to pick out the jewelry. You could mark a box where they pre-select it, or you can say, no, I want to pick out my own jewelry. I don't know many people who could say, just send me whatever. So I definitely picked out my own jewelry. You can get the standard kit, which is $229. It gets you $1,000 worth of jewelry. And all of these kits come with a full year of your own personal website. And the website is amazing. It's so smart. It automatically assigns their expensive items at half price for them. And then it gives them a pop-up when there's other specials. It's so good. And then the third kit is the one I started with. It's called the Presidential Kit. It's $2,500 worth of jewelry and you only pay $639 for it. So I think that is such a good deal. But here's the thing. If you're thinking, well, Carolyn, I don't have $639 to spend on jewelry. That's okay. Just get the standard kit for $229 or get the quick start kit for $99 because you get to have your own launch party. And in Park Lane, you can be your own hostess over and over and over. And the customer sales are so good that when you have more money, you can shop from yourself as a customer on a show where you are the hostess. You'll make commission back on your customer order. You make commission back on the half price items that you order as a hostess. When I said you could double, triple, quadruple dip, I was not kidding. And they encourage it. So it's awesome. And then I know some of you are going to say, well, okay, that all sounds great, but then what do I have to do in a year? What's the renewal fee? And there is no renewal fee to stay in Park Lane. You just have to renew your website, and that's $100. So that's it. Once you're in, you just pay $100 a year for your website and earn your free jewelry, earn your trip, earn your car, and you just go on your merry little way, showing jewelry and having fun. So, a couple more notes I made. Another fun fact about Park Lane. There are no other fees. So there's not even credit card fees. Everyone submits their orders through the website and Park Lane covers all of those credit card fees. So whatever you come in making as far as your percentage, you can add a few more percents to that because in most other companies, you have to pay your credit card processing fees. And in Park Lane, we do not. So that's really big. I have spent a ton of money in credit card fees last year alone, and now I don't have to do that anymore. So what should you do? If you think that this is something that you might be interested in, you should definitely reach out to whoever invited you to this group and let her know what you're thinking. Let her know what your concerns are. Ask her all your questions. We have an amazing team. So our Team Sparkle, who I joined in Team Sparkle, and I don't know how many of us there are in that team now, but we have awesome support. We have great systems. We will teach you how to step-by-step do a Facebook party and how to communicate with your hostesses and your customers, and it's just really awesome. And Park Lane has amazing support. They have a Facebook group where they pump training into it. They have a graphics department, so they create all of our graphics for us. It's just so good. Everything that every time I turn around, they're doing something else for me. And I'm like, wow, I don't have to do that. And it's so, so good. Oh, and those were just notes from questions. Okay, questions. It's 9:39, so I got it done in under 40 minutes. Crystal says, love that they pay the credit card. I do love that they pay the credit card fees. Yes, Crystal, I totally agree. It's okay that you gave me an angry face, Angel. I didn't even notice. Oh, you just heard about the renewal fee. Awesome. Yay, I can wave at everybody. You love the Hostess Plan, Angel. Yes, the catalog and the website is super professional looking, Bridget. You are so, so right. So, I'm just, if nobody has any questions for me immediately right now, I will just end this video and you can go back to whoever invited you and ask her all of your questions. And really, you should just say, okay, I'm going to give this thing a try. Because if you think about it, like $99 for $500 worth of jewelry, and then you have your launch party, you're going to make well over that $99 back. I'm 99% sure. And you're going to probably get bookings, and you can decide if this is something you love or something you want to tinker with. You might be like me and you get in just to, I don't know, just so you don't feel like you're missing out. Because that's really where I was. I was like, I just don't want to miss out. What if this is something good? I don't want to miss it. I'll go ahead and get in and I'll deal with it in January. But then I started tinkering with it. I did a little bit here, a little bit there, and then it just went boom, 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 boom. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, I may have to leave my day job because this is going so, so well, which that'd be okay with me. So, oh, thanks, Angel. All right, well, thank you girls for being here with me tonight. And yeah, call your friend and say, okay, let's do it. Talk to you later. Bye.